Hey guys, it's Lori. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a foundation review on the new Nars Radiant Foundation. I got mine in this shade Santa Fe, and this is the finished look. I'm going to be going out to dinner tonight, and I'll be checking in per my normal foundation reviews, and I'll show you what I'm thinking about this. I can say that I do feel like after all of my makeup is on after setting spray, and I did use the LA Girl matte for my reference as well, and this is a matte finish that this foundation does to me look to still be rather radiant and youthful looking. You guys know that I test out whatever you guys want to see, so leave anything else down below. So far this is how it looks applied. I'm going to show you the application so you can see it on its own to get an idea of this foundation. Again, this video states that it is for normal skin. I'm a normal skinned girl. I typically love a matte foundation, so this is a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I do feel like it covered well. You know that I have some serious spots of melasma on my cheeks, etc., and I feel like I was able to get a really good foundation out of this so far, a good base for everything. I felt like my powders went on well. I felt like my blush and contour and everything went on extremely well. You can still see a glow coming through this foundation thus far. I'm headed out to dinner in a belated New Year's Christmas kind of party combination, and I'll be back a little bit later to check in with you as I always do and give you my final review on this. But let's go ahead and cut to the footage of me applying it, and then I will see you guys at check-in. Alright, so I'm back, guys, and it's probably been close to 8 hours now that I've had this foundation on. I really didn't read all of the claims on this, but I don't hate this foundation. I'm not in love with this foundation. I just want to kind of hit on some of the claims on here and say yes or no. Medium and full, yes. Skin types, all, I don't think so. It says sensitive, normal, dry, combination, or oily. I'm not oily, and I feel like this is one of those foundations that just doesn't have the lasting power to keep an oily person from just feeling like a complete slick at the end of the wear of this foundation, so I just don't agree with that. Natural finish, I would say yes, but I like my matte foundations or my combinations that I mix myself better than just a straight luminous foundation, because it just doesn't give me the lasting power that I want, and it doesn't keep from breaking down. I hope that makes sense. You can see that I've got breaking down of my foundation on my nose, not just my T-zone even. I don't feel like it was transfer resistant. I've never found a foundation that's truly transfer resistant. If you guys find one, let me know. But, you know, if I ever have a foundation on my face, pick up my phone and look at it, and there's not some kind of residue on there, then it'll probably be, you know, mimicking the foundation, you know what I mean? I don't think it does look cakey. I feel like I had to add extra layers to get the coverage I wanted, but it does say buildable, medium, full, so that wasn't a problem. It built okay. Mimic skin tone, yeah, I think the match is really nice, and I feel like it does a good job of melting with the skin to produce the best match for your skin. It doesn't look, you know, unnatural as long as you get a close match to your skin. It's a really good match, fusing, as it says, foundation. That I will definitely give to this. I do think that there are a lot of shades in here, so that's really good. I feel like you should definitely go in and try out this foundation in swatches. I would pick one up that I thought, okay, this is close, and put it on my hand or my neck, and it's like, oh no. It's $49, so right at the $50 mark. I don't see that this is a $50 foundation, and I don't have any reason to lie to you. I have many other high-end foundations that I like better, and I have many more drugstore foundations that I like better. So that tells you the answer to my review. However, if you're extremely dry skin, this might be a good one for you. So I don't feel like my opinion is the end-all be-all of a foundation, but I feel like if you're normal skin, it depends on whether you like a radiant or a more on the matte side foundation like I do. I kind of expect at a $50 mark that it's going to look better on my skin at this point in the game. I mean, I know that it's close to 8 hours, but I just have drugstore foundations that hold up better, and I think that that's enough said, really. Sounds so bad, but I just, you know, like if I'm gonna put on a foundation, I want it to last me. I don't want to have to powder all the time. If you don't mind touching up with powders or blotting and then reapplying, and you know, whatever your normal routine is with the foundation, then maybe this is for you, but it's not for me personally. And I don't feel like it's doing my pores any favors at all. I guess I'm just unimpressed. I don't hate it. It's not terrible by any means. I've had many worse foundations that I've put on my face, but at the $50 mark, this is a hard pass for me. I think this one is getting a lot of mixed reviews, and again, $50 is pretty steep for something that's just okay. I do feel like it went on, it blended. I was excited about that. I was excited about the coverage. I will say that, because a luminous foundation does not always cover all of the imperfections that I have. So in that respect, I did like it, and I don't hate it. I would wear it again for sure. This says the color Santa Fe is a medium 2. That I'm agreeing with. It says medium with peach undertones. Here's my sample. Let me put some on the back of my hand real quick. I absolutely really do like the way that it just blends in. It's very undetectable when you first put it on. That I love. I mean, the coverage is good on this. It really is. That's a shame, because it really does blend out really nice. I can see the peach, I guess, now that I turn my hand a little bit to the side, like right in here. I can see the peach. I would have never pegged that as necessarily peach undertone. And so, you know, it's just kind of hit or miss as far as getting the right shade. And this one in particular, I will say that it does not oxidize. Love that. The color that I put on is the color that my face is. I mean, absolutely zero oxidation. So if you go in and swipe a shade across your hand or your neck and it matches, it will match you at the end of the night. That's a really big plus of everything that I have determined about this foundation. That is probably one of the biggest selling points, in my opinion, that it has going for it. And I'll say that it doesn't feel completely awful on my skin. I think I could powder, and let's do that just for fun. Powder helps a lot, for sure. So if you don't mind powdering a lot throughout the day, then perhaps this is not going to be one that you're going to hate. It just doesn't look the greatest right now, but for 8 hours, it's really not horrifying by any means. If I had a scale and like, you know, how much do I love this foundation on a 1 to 10 scale, it would be maybe a 7. About the 7 mark would be the highest I'd go. I feel this way with most luminous foundations. It's just not my personal cup of tea, but I wanted to try something different because I feel like for mature skin, we really need to keep it as natural looking and healthy and young looking as we can. And so I wanted to see if I wanted to go more this direction, and just not right now. Not right now. This one's not for me. I still would rather go with my Pro Matte and my Estee Lauder mix, or even my Estee Lauder mix and perhaps a Pro Glow. I'm going to kind of play around with that one and see, you know, if these compare. I feel like there's absolutely better foundations at this price point. And so that's really kind of what it boils down to. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope something I said was helpful to you. So I feel like it has more to do with just what finish you're looking for and what skin type you are. Again, if you're oily, I would just not go with this altogether. And if you're normal and you're looking for a luminous foundation, this feels really good on the skin. It blends really good on the skin. It sits nice on the skin. I don't think, you know, that it lasted as long as I would like, but I do think that's more to the nature of the foundation and not necessarily the brand. And so that's kind of where I'm at on it. But I do think the luminosity is there. No matter how much I have powdered, I feel like the radiant part of this foundation is definitely holding true. And so that's good. I just don't feel like it is as full coverage as I like. It was definitely medium and buildable to full. This foundation in this sample just does not look the same as what I'm looking at right here. It just doesn't. So I hope that this was helpful to you. I hope that you'll subscribe. If there's a particular foundation that you're interested in for normal skin, please let me know down below. And I'll talk to you guys really soon. Thanks again for watching. If you liked this content, please do give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel so much. And subscribe before you leave. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.